Mike from JobMate. Welcome.
Hi there.
Tell me more. So you created JobMate a couple of years ago. Why did you create it?
Yeah, it was the brainchild of Chris, Wendy and myself. We all came together having had loads of experience with large software businesses selling to large corporates, and really realised that the smaller business just didn't have anything that competed. Yeah, they had nothing. So nothing that was affordable or usable. Now, to be fair, we sold a lot of software to truck drivers that didn't really want to use the system. In the 60s, really technophobes doesn't quite describe it. So we were really good at making that technology available and usable for them. And we thought, okay, we could take that, convert that into how you manage a small business with a simple to use and affordable proposition. These guys have nothing, so therefore we're filling a gap, really giving these guys a chance to level the playing field.
So you've created software that is hopefully applicable to the domestic cleaning industry.
It is, yes, very much so.
But you've got it across a number of industries. So there are a few things that our members like from software.
Yes.
So I'm going to hit you with some of these questions.
Okay.
So first one, we don't like invoicing. What can you do for us?
We can create an invoice within about 3 taps and send it.
Perfect.
It looks super professional, and it's one of those which comes out, as I said, after 3 taps, but also you get a record of it, so you can see when they paid and they haven't paid.
Brilliant. And you integrate, don't you?
We do, into Xero and Stripe, and so you can actually collect payments as well.
Brilliant. So it's for us, we want to automate as much as possible.
Absolutely.
The next one, when our staff go off sick and we want to juggle things about, what can you do?
Well, one, we can help your staff in the first instance by giving them the app to let you know that they're off sick.
Brilliant.
And then what that does is pre-populates in the planner and blocks out that time so you know they're not available. And then you simply drag and drop from one person to another person, and it will calculate things such as travel time, working hours, and any alerts which would compromise that job being moved around. And that then appears in the person that job's been moved to, in their app, and they know what they're doing.
So hang on, when we say alerts, are you texting customers?
No, what we're actually doing is, this is all your internal elements, so the customer doesn't need to know that Jane's doing it rather than Bob. So from that perspective, it's the employee which is having their details which are updated. So we do send customer pre-notification of work when it's coming along. And also once it's completed, we can send any checklists to them as well and things like that.
Oh, brilliant. So when we say checklist, you ask for reviews for us as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
We're loving this. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to ask us for reviews. Cleaners get access to this. Do they get job notes about what's expected at the job there as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Perfect.
So they get a full list of where they're going. They get a little tab that they can tap which tells them how to get there. And when they get there, they've got a full list of internal notes that's only right for them about what's involved. And also when you come to complete the job and send the invoice, you have a customer-facing note that you can apply to it as well.
Love this. And they clock in and out?
Yep, so we have a little timer that you just tap, and then tap to say you've started and finished, and that flags up and populates a timesheet so that you have a timesheet record against the job, and also it'll pop up in a resource map as well, so you can see where the guys are and what state the job is in at that particular time as well.
Brilliant. So it saves us lone worker problems.
Absolutely.
And also it sorts out their pay, because I know a lot of people hate adding up the hours.
Yes.
You're going to do all of that for us.
It just automatically pre-populates, export it into a payroll system or however you want to manage it.
So I'm loving the sound of this, but the catch on most things is normally the price, isn't it? So what are you going to...
So our first proposition, as we said, it had to be affordable. So we're putting everything into a package such as HR, inventory, stock control, your tracking, as well as your invoicing, quoting, etc. So £19.99 per month allows all of this system, all this functionality quickly. So we don't do tiered. We give you all that functionality for that one price. If you like it, you carry on using it. If you don't, you're only committing for 1 month at a time. So from that perspective, it's scalable. You can add employees and take employees off on a month-by-month basis if you've got a busy period or a slacker period.
Brilliant.
Very, very flexible.
Brilliant. And if we wanted to go ahead, do you offer, interaction where you show?
Yeah, absolutely. So we feel the best way is for people to use it properly. So a 30-day free trial, none of these 14 days, that's rubbish. Give yourself a real chance to get a full month out of it. I understand how busy these people are. So it's evenings and weekends. So if people schedule a demo or support or any training, we'll be there for them in the weekends and in the evenings, because during the day that's when you're working. So that's how we then provide that chance over the 30 days to get up and running.
Perfect. And if they're already using software, will you help them transfer all their data across as well?
So there are some really simple templates which show you how to import and export from different systems, and also we're always on hand. So we have a little button in the app which is available for standard questions. We've actually got a phone number, which a lot of people don't
Love
have
that
these
idea.
days.
Yep.
Crazy idea. Where's that come from? So that's during office hours. And yeah, there are people mostly available in the evenings and during the night, but at 1 a.m, not quite yet at the moment. So depends if I'm having a late night or not. So that would revert to me eventually.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So over the last 2 years, it's been quite a strange time.
Yeah.
Why would you do this now?
To be fair, we started in the January and then COVID hit in the March. So
Okay.
from that perspective, but what it's actually done is a lot of the barriers to entry was people don't really like using technology. So we were trying to make this, if you can order a pizza or an Uber on your phone, then you should be able to use JobMate. We don't want spreadsheets, we don't want these complicated systems. It's got to be a straightforward flow that you can follow and use. So actually COVID took down a lot of the barriers because people got used to using the phones to interact with video conferencing and things like that. So as the system, if we go to a cashless society, it's more important than ever for people that previously weren't really into technology to have something that they can use, engage with, compete with everybody else that's out there. So yeah.
And it does allow a new business to be as efficient as one that's been around 10, 20 years
Absolutely.
from day one, doesn't it?
It's that structure, it's that presence, it's what you present to your customer that's really professional and you're in control of it. So the ability to have everything in your pocket, all your HR records, your quotes, your invoices, your customer history, they ring you up, you're up a ladder, you shouldn't take the phone, but you've got that full history that you can answer. And if you need to get a quote out, you can do it in 3 taps.
Perfect. And you're here at the Window Cleaning Expo.
We are.
How are the window cleaners taken to this?
Do you know what? There's been such a good response. I must admit, I've just been, people are taking the mickey out of me because I think exhibitions have been so dire for years that I've just had a really bad experience. So I was just, okay, we'll do this. I have been blown away, absolutely blown away by. I have not stopped talking all day.
I know all of our voices are going, aren't they?
It's going, and the feedback has just been so positive that yeah, I'm really in love with the show. If that's kind of like, sorry to gush, but it's just been really good, really positive to have that face to face. So love it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And so perfect. Well, thank you very, very much.
No, thank you.
You for coming over to talk to us, and I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon.
Super.